From a secret Santa Claus boat to a glitch that could crash the server in seconds. Here are 20 things only OG Blox Fruits players remember. Let's see how many you know. Most of you didn't know that Magma used to have a flying move. It was the same thing as controllable light fly, but way slower. Still, many players used it back in the day, especially to travel to other islands or escape from enemies. As you flew with this ability, you used to leave a trail of magma underneath your feet, which looked pretty cool. However, this was removed when Magma V2 came into the game. No matter how new the game is to you, you obviously know that you can't go in the second sea if you're still in the first sea, nor in the third sea if you're still in the second sea, or first. But back in 2021, when the third sea was added, players found a glitch that let you get in the third sea without a needed level. All you had to do is travel to this one location that was in the third sea from the second sea, exit the game, and join the friends game that was in the third sea. And there you go. Now you're officially but unofficially in the third sea. How cool is that? YouTubers are happy that this one changed. We all know that when you want to buy a fruit using Belly, you have to wait for it to be in stock. But back in the day, you had to wait for it to be in stock even if you were buying it with Robux. This made it super difficult for players to get all the fruits they needed. I'm glad they changed this one. If you're a new player, you definitely don't know who Santa Claus was. Santa Claus was an NPC that was added to the game every Christmas. He used to sell limited time accessories and a secret boat that you also didn't know existed. Obviously, the boat was a literal sleigh, and it's one of the rarest items to have in Blox Fruits. Along with him, the new currency was added too, candies. Each time you killed an NPC, you'd get candies, which you would later use to purchase items from Santa Claus. The first item you could buy from him was the elf hat, a hat that didn't have any special use. And the second item was Santa's hat, which was basically the same thing. And the third item was the bow. The first time Santa Claus appeared in the game was in the first Christmas event, update 13 to be more precise, but he was removed in the very next update. But he was added again in update 17, but removed once again in the next update. Drop a like if you'd like to meet Santa Claus. Observation is an ability that lets you dodge incoming attacks from enemies, see enemies through solid surfaces or anywhere in range, see them from a distance, and even see how much health and energy they have. Back in the day, observation used to look completely different, and I think it looks a bit more realistic in the old version. We all know that Buddha today is considered to be overpowered. It's the best grinding fruit in the game, and if you want to reach max level, you must use it. But did you know back in the day, Buddha was even more OP, and there was a little speed glitch you could do with it. Today, when you use Buddha's transformation, your speed increases by only 15%, but you probably didn't know unless you're OG, that back in the day, Buddha's transformation used to increase your speed by 60%. I think that old Buddha would shame Light in a race. If you used it today, no enemy would be able to land a hit on you. I think I now know why it was nerfed. I bet you didn't know that water texture back in the day was different. It was more realistic, much more blue, and more still. Nowadays, we have that wavy texture, which definitely suits the game better. But I'm sure there are OG players that miss the old one. Me personally, I love the fact they updated the water. It doesn't matter if you're a new or OG player. In both cases, I know you love the sky jump ability. Today, with the sky jump ability, you will get 10 jumps. But this was before when the ability was first added to the game, when the number of jumps was unlimited. This literally meant you could jump as high as you can in the sky, as long as you had enough energy to do so. Imagine being able to get to Sky Islands just by jumping. It's obvious why they removed this from the game. Literally too overpowered. The next one is something new players wish for. There was a glitch that was so OP, it allowed you to combine two fruits at the same time. You first had to use the transformation fruit, most of the players used leopard, and then sit on a chair. Sitting on a chair after you transform was a must. Then just get another fruit from a dealer, eat it, and boom! Now you have the speed and health of a leopard, and any other abilities from any other fruit. There's one fruit in Blox Fruits that was removed, but the chances you have it are big. I'm talking about Gum Gum Fruit, or should I say rubber fruit. Yeah, back in the day, rubber fruit used to be called Gum Gum. The moves basically remain the same, and I assume the name was changed due to copyrights, because One Piece also had a similar name fruit. Many of you like the design of a sea beast, but let me know what you think about the design of the old sea beast. Just take a look at it. Which one looks better to you? Comment down below. Only the most OG Blox Fruits players remember this one. Did you know that back in the day when fruits were ball shaped, spring fruit was the only one that wasn't shaped like a ball? It looked like an actual spring, which looked cool if you asked me. Buddha's former overpowerment had even more potential. There was the speed glitch everyone with Buddha exploited, and it was too fun. All you had to do was transform into Buddha, hold A or D, and switch on a fighting style. You would instantly become so fast that literally nothing was faster than you. And remember back in the days, Buddha gave you a 60% speed boost. Now imagine how fast you were able to zoom around the map. Even today, people find ways to do this, but they immediately get patched. Today, there are glitches that can cause a whole server to crash, but we still don't know how to do them properly and crash the entire server. And even if we know, we wouldn't do it, cause why ruin all the fun? But back in the day, day, there was this promising server crashing glitch that worked every time you tried it. All you had to do was use the control area, hold down Gamma Rush, and switch your fruit. There you go, you literally destroyed the whole server in seconds. I wonder if this still works. There is literally no way you ever experience this unless you're an OG player. You see, back in the days, Blox Fruit's admins weren't so strict, and neither were their bosses. Because of this, admins often used to troll servers by spotting dragons with strange abilities, making it rain devil fruits, summoning deadly bosses out of nowhere, and changing the entire map to Brazil colors. OGs know why it's Brazil. Poneglyphs. If you didn't flinch when I said this, you're probably a new player. Poneglyphs were large stones with some sort of weird carved letters, and they were added to the game somewhere from update 10 to update 12. Literally big cube-shaped rocks with weird symbols, and they weren't in the game long because they were removed in update 13. No one really knows why they were added, nor why they were removed, but rumors spread thinking that this was a hint about an awakening for the rubber fruit, although most players think they were just Easter eggs because of the gamer robot symbol on them. However, we still don't have an awakening for the rubber fruit, so it was probably just an Easter egg. If you completed the quest I'm about to tell you, you're lucky, my friend. Oh, you're not my friend. I don't have any friends. Anyways, in early 2022, players found a mistake developers made, and a really big one. One of the developers added an extra 0, and now Amazon Area 2 quest giver NPC gave players 645 million XP instead of 64.5 million, which was the amount he was supposed to. Just imagine how easy it was to reach max level by exploiting this. Unfortunately, it was patched shortly after being discovered. I wonder how many players are only at max level because of this. Back in July of 2019, a player called Beckboy found one of the craziest glitches ever. He somehow accidentally pressed C while having a chop fruit equipped, then switched it to a sword, and he started flying. But not like the usual flying glitches. This one was actually controllable, and it was way faster and a better way of transportation than light fruit. Anyone who got caught using this glitch was banned, so it's definitely a good thing they patched it. Over a year ago, Blox Fruit's players found one of the most powerful glitches in the game, and safe to say it had to be patched as soon as possible. You were literally able to get any item in the entire game for completely free. You just needed enough money to buy that item, and all you had to do is reset your character right before you click buy. Once you respawned, you'd have the same amount of money, but also the new item. This even worked on fighting styles, and let players get way too overpowered without paying a penny. Have you been playing long enough to remember this? There's no way you know what a Gum Bazooka is. Gum Bazooka was the bazooka's X move, but what was interesting about it is that a glitch allowed you to be faster than anything. You had to press X and then quickly talk to the fruit dealer and equip an ice fruit. With this glitch, you were able to travel from island to island in seconds. How would you use this glitch? Let me know in the comments below. There you have it, 20 things you probably didn't know because you're definitely not an OG player. Maybe you are. I don't know. Comment down below how many you got. And don't forget to subscribe and click this video on the screen.